Welcome back to another episode of The Soul of Generation X. Joining me this evening is our special co-host, who's always on time, the one and only Lenny. Lenny, how you doing out there?
Brother? What's going on? Everything is good, my friend.
So, man, what's going on out there, out around your way?
Well, hey, as I hear some people say, this is Trump's world. We're just living in it, but that's a lie.
Yeah.
But hey, we're here, man. We survived another week, and we're here back to tell it to the people straight, give them the information they need to try to make it.
Yeah, another week.
That's all we got.
Yeah, of the events that by the minute surprise you, and you just, all you can do is just shake your head.
No doubt. We're dealing with a radical. We're dealing with a radical government. I would never say that our government. It is so bad that you can't even believe your own government. Well, we know they lie, but this takes it to a whole new level. It's got me to the point where I'm believing other countries before I believe my own government.
Yeah.
This is like Bad Dad Bob type of stuff, where they just in denial and they just lie for no reason. So that's where I am with it. I have no confidence in this administration at all. Period. Zero.
I totally agree. It's like we're a lawless nation. I have no confidence. I mean, it's like we just running wild, It's almost like you can see the revolution over the hill,
Yeah. It's coming. It's coming, but hey, here we are, back for another episode of Soul of Generation X.
Yes,
and I'm
sir.
so happy to be here with you again.
Say it loud, say it proud. I hear you.
Yes.
Well, I tell you, Len, we're gonna jump right in here, man, and get this thing going. I want to throw at you, unpack, as they say. We are in the middle of what we would say an unauthorized war.
Yes.
Which I would say that's on the mind of pretty much everyone. We launched this administration that we're under launched a military operation against Iran alongside of Israel, calling it a video game sounding type of title, which is so geeky to say, Operation Epic Fury. Which is so, I'm just embarrassed and angered at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And we've, in doing that, took away the lives of some innocent, beautiful young children, and they don't seem to care.
No, they don't.
And basically all of this, we don't mince words, but all of this to throw off, to make people not think about the Epstein files. The lives of these young women and their teachers. And I've heard some really horrific stories. Satellite imagery has shown up the scene. And this really is just, they've done some really beyond questionable things in the last year, but this one really, it hurts, because we have kids, we have grandkids, and you can just imagine what those parents are going through, all for a narcissistic jackass of a president that's running America right now. what have you been your thoughts on this? I mean, what have you thought about? I
Well,
mean,
well, if you think about when this invasion, this provocation started uh, a few weeks ago, and just to put a number on it, we're spending over $1.5 billion a day
mhm.
uh, on this war. Well, and I say we because we, as American taxpayers, you and I and
You do,
others,
yeah, you doing the
have to
same
pay
thing
for this.
yeah, you said
W-
see, I was saying "we" and I was saying I don't wanna be known as I'm with them even though I'm an American, but I don't
Yeah,
see them as Americans, but I see what you're saying. Yes,
yeah,
we are paying for all of this at
we are
$1 billion
paying
a
for
day
this.
right now.
We are paying for this.
Yes,
We have to get up in the morning and go to work to pay for a war that we did not know about. First of all, the American people were blindsided by this.
yes, totally,
But
totally.
it is driven, and I call this the Epstein War. This is the Epstein
Yes,
War.
yes, the Epstein
That's
War.
exactly what it is. But getting into the nuts and bolts of it, it's amazing that a government such as ours, you know, has flipped the script on itself to where we are more dangerous than North Korea.
Yeah, yeah,
We are more sinister than North Korea. And
mhm,
I don't want to hear, people say, "Oh, you support the troops." Listen, our troops had no business being put in this situation.
sure
Those
did.
6 servicemen and women had no business being killed. They should be on their bases right now, or
Mhm,
talking on the phone with their families, whatever. This was all Epstein and Donald Trump. Donald Trump got those people killed, point blank, period. And I feel bad for the troops because they do an outstanding job. I love them. They're defenders of democracy,
mm,
but this is uncalled for. And
uncalled
you
for,
you
totally.
touched on those young girls, those 145 school age girls who were
160,
blown to bits, 160. I was
160.
watching Al Jazeera's because that's why I like to watch the Middle East news,
Mhm,
and they showed those images, those graphic images
mhm,
of those young girls' body parts
mm.
strewn all over the place.
Oh my
I mean,
god.
it just is horrific, and and it wasn't called for. I get choked up about it because
Me too.
I have kids, you have
Yes,
kids,
yes.
and you got grandkids, and it's
Oh my
what
god.
who are we? Are we
Um,
really the land of the free and the home of the brave?
mm,
I question that. I mean, if I had to redesign the Statue of Liberty right now, I would put tears in the eyes with a head hanging down in shame the way this administration has done this country.
mhm,
So my heart goes out to those families, not only our servicemen and women families, those school age kids families who had to bury their loved ones, their children, a few days ago. And then, like I said, this is uncalled for, it's unnecessary, and there will be a price to pay. And there is a price being paid right now. And I'm not just
yeah.
talking about at the gas pump either.
No,
It's gonna be
no.
a heavier price to pay.
Yeah,
So,
it is.
you know,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you think about it, in doing that, that it and we kinda touched on this a couple weeks ago, that has literally put all of us in danger. You think about, uh, what happened after 9/11, or why 9/11 happened, and then what happened I mean, you think about, what you brought up, the sleeper cells.
mhm,
Um, we don't know who's thinking what, where I mean, even within our country,
right,
retaliation.
yeah,
Um, I mean, I think everybody is on heightened alert from traveling to the tourist destinations, the
yes,
uh, cruise ships, TSA, because of the actions of this person they call a president.
mhm,
Um, all of this trying to make us and other people forget about the horrific things we've been hearing about the Epstein files and what's started in California, where excuse me, New Mexico, where they've actually started some parts of a search in looking for some young girls who were missing.
Mhm.
Um, all of that to throw our minds away from the Epstein files.
Right.
Lives lost, soldiers put in danger. The number keeps going up. Um, that really hits me. Also,
Mhm. Yes.
having a son who's a veteran, I'm so glad that he did his contract and got out of there. But I have some other family who are still in there, and some on ships. It's just it really, really the anxiety that it brings. Uh, and listen, and then when I hear the words "boots on the ground," that really just irks me.
Yeah.
Boots on the ground. You talking about boot? He needs to go get some boots on the ground. Take his family out and put some boots on the ground. Take all three of his sons
Yeah.
and put some boots on the ground. Putting our family boots on the ground. That's bullshit, man.
Well, see, in the ways they say it, like it's just so cavalier, like it's just, oh, we just put boots on the ground, not taking into account that you're putting lives in danger. You know, I'm like you. I hate to hear that. Oh, we're gonna put some boots on the ground, like just like put on your shoes. You guys go out there and get them.
They have no clue what boots on the ground mean.
No, no,
They have
no,
no clue.
no,
When
nothing.
you got a
That's just a
family member,
catchphrase.
you got a family member, a spouse or a child in the military, you're in the military. Especially if it's a child or a spouse, maybe not just a family, but you're in the military. You basically they've enlisted you as well.
Yeah,
And your president has no clue about any of that. Didn't he? What did he do to get out of going to the military? Phone firm?
yeah, yeah.
Um, you,
5 times.
you take him out there now. He probably, you put a pistol in his hand at 15 feet. He probably couldn't even hit the target. I mean, he doesn't know what it takes. You put a rifle in his hand out there. Probably, he couldn't even shoot straight.
Right.
But he's
You know. You,
telling and making
you-
our folks, our people,
yeah.
boots on the ground. Do you know what boots on the ground mean? I mean, I heard
Right.
a general yesterday. He's retired now, but he's like, he has no clue. He's
No
like,
clue.
I did 38 years in the military. Now I got two sons that have seen combat duty. He said I deployed 8 times. Really good. I can't think of his name. And he said they have no clue. They think it's a video game.
Right.
All to keep the Epstein files undercover. They
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
So this is just a really just. What were you going to say? I mean, you
No,
gonna
I would say
yeah,
we've seen this. We've seen this before coming up. I know I have, especially in college. If you go out with a group of guys, you all going out somewhere and hanging out, maybe to a party or a club or something, and you got one person in the crowd that loves to run their mouth,
Mm-hmm,
can't fight a lick. So when
mm-hmm,
they get stuff started, they
mm-hmm,
take off toward the back and leaving
mm-hmm.
you there to fight the
You
battle.
got yeah.
They
Oh
go on
yeah,
back there
yeah,
with the women. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
I remember them days.
Yeah. So
I
you got
remember them
Joe.
days.
That's what Trump is. He running his mouth, but when time to fight, he gonna be way somewhere in the back, and everybody's gonna have to fight for their lives.
But add to
So
that, Lenny. Add to that, he running his mouth through the whisperings of that sorry demon Stephen Miller,
yeah,
who's whispering everything in his ear. So
yeah,
yeah, he running his mouth, but oh man, I can't even stand to say his name.
right,
That he's it just yeah, but you're right. You're right. That's what he is.
yeah, yeah,
That's what he is. Yeah, it's just this is an unbelievable event that and now it looks like it could possibly be continuing for uh, even longer. Um, this is something that he started that it's kind of hard to just get out now. I mean, what are you hearing about that?
Well, I'm gonna give you a prime example. It's like the bull in the china shop.
Mm-hmm.
You let the bull loose in the china shop. Not only do you own the bull, but you own everything that it broke.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
that's you
that's a good
break it,
parable. That's a good
you break
parable.
it, you done brought it.
That's a
You
good
break it,
parable.
you brought it.
You
Uh,
bought it. Yep.
that's why
Mm.
coming up when we were kids, I know my grandmother say, "Don't put your hand on nothing in this stove,
Oh yeah, I remember them days.
'cause you break it." She had to buy it, and when
Uh
she
huh.
got you home, she gonna break that belt on your behind.
You're gonna break it off.
You gonna pay for it one way or another.
Telling
So
you.
that's where we are with
Yeah.
this guy here. He's broken it.
Mm.
He's broken. He's broken it, and glass is everywhere. So this is his. That's why other countries, and they told him to his face, "No, we're not going to come help you. You said you first of all, you were running your mouth. You didn't even let us know that you were going to do this. You didn't try to build a coalition together to negotiate. All right, a good leader always tries to lead with diplomacy, not with a bullet, not with the military, but diplomacy. Let's find
Yeah.
common ground where we can work this thing out. Not this guy." So other countries said, "Hell no,
Mm-mm.
you broke it, you fix it. We're not putting our men and women in service in jeopardy. You weren't attacked, you did the attacking. It's like stand your ground. You can't provoke something, and then when you get your ass kicked, you want to go out and pick up a gun or machete and kill somebody because you started it. It don't work like that. So, you know, hey, this is his. This is America's. And I have to say, this is ours. This is all in all our laps now, all because of stupidity that started, what, 2 years ago in November? All right. Election day in November 2 years ago.
Okay.
The buffoonery started. This is what their vote did to us. This is what the lack of people not paying attention and not getting off their ass and finding out and voting cost us right here. You remember that? One other thing. You remember that commercial where you said, "You can pay me now,
Are you
you
can
can pay
pay
me
me?
later. You pay me now, you pay me later."
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Let me tell you
All
something.
for some. Yeah, for some stuff, man. Yeah.
Racism is
Racism
expensive.
sure is.
Think about that.
It sure is. Yes, it is.
Racism is expensive.
It is
Are
expensive.
we seeing higher gas prices?
High
Are we
gas
seeing
prices,
higher food prices?
high food prices.
Our
Yeah.
taxes are going up. Everything is costing because of
Mhm.
racism.
Because of racism. You
Yeah.
didn't vote for the man, you voted for white. You didn't
Yes.
vote for what things stood for. Because if that's the case, if you'd have voted for you'd have voted for Kamala. You'd
Yeah.
have voted for Kamala Harris because she said she was gonna help you. No, these people voted for whiteness. They voted for whiteness, and now some of them have the nerve to complain, saying, "I didn't vote for this.
Right.
I didn't vote for this." The man had it out in that, was it 2025? What do you call it? The big bi a year.
The
You
Project
could have read
2025.
yeah, Project you could have everything in it they're doing. It was in there.
Yeah.
So you voted for whiteness. You didn't vote for what you thought you would. They voted for white, and that's exactly what you said. That's why the gas is going through the roof.
Yeah.
Food price, diesel, which is oh man, diesel is out of this world. Thing and the price of a barrel of oil was between what $70 and $85 a barrel. Now is up to what 100 plus.
110, and it will be higher in the morning. Yep. I
What you
tell
selling?
people,
You say higher
well,
in the
it is going to
morning.
be, it goes up overnight. But I tell people this: when they go to the gas station.
Uh-huh.
Don't look at the red,
Yeah.
but look at that green. And what I
Oh,
mean, don't look at what the unleaded, the super unleaded, and the mid grade costs.
right,
You
right.
better be looking at that diesel cost. Look
Yeah.
at that green, because if
Yeah.
that green go up, that
Yes.
means everything else going up.
Yes, and
When
it's
you go to the
going up.
grocery store, you buy
Yeah.
2 oxtails gonna cost you $28, $29.
29, 20, $30. One little T-bone gonna cost you $25.
Yeah, better look at the green.
What you think a
Cause when that
ribeye gonna
green
run you?
go up, a ribeye gonna run you about $45.
Yeah, $45, $50 ribeye.
Yeah,
House? Oh, man.
yeah,
You might as well they might as well just put them in the back of the freezer,
yeah.
you
Because
know?
it takes fertilizer, which we aren't getting, to grow the crop so that the farm have to have the corn so they can eat to get nice juice and fat. It's a whole line of stuff that's been affected because one guy
One
got up
person, yeah.
early. Well, he didn't go to bed, up all night,
Mhm.
rage tweeting. So you know
Yeah.
what? F it. I'm gonna start a war
Mhm.
because Stephen Miller said it's a good idea. Benjamin
Mhm.
Netanyahu said, "Hey, it's a good idea.
Mhm.
It will be done by the weekend. Everybody can go home." It reminds me of the way they used to do the Civil War. When they used to do the Civil War, they used to bring out picnic blankets and have a party out there while the people out there fight. That's what he thought. It was gonna be a picnic. Nah, nah, nah.
Make us think differently and to prolong the Epstein files.
Yeah,
And how long are we gonna
Epstein's one.
prolong the Epstein files? How long are we gonna prolong the Epstein files? And you have people sitting in Congress who are protecting pedophiles.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So this is just something that how do we? Because you know what? Then we go to this political part. We bring up this. Well, you know what's going on over here. They did this because of that, and he said Iran was blah blah, and they couldn't get through, and they couldn't get through the trade. Is it no? This was done because of the Epstein files
Yeah.
and because of the immunity that the presidential seat was granted, which was granted before he got it, but the immunity. So with the immunity, I'm just going to do what I want to do
Yeah.
when I want to do it because I can. Hey,
Yeah.
because what did he tell people right before this happened? He told you're talking too much about the Epstein file. You're talking too
Yeah.
much about the Epstein. So what does he go and do? Starts a war
Yeah.
because you think you could. I'm just going to start a war. We're going to tell them to go over there. We're going to just pick a target, and then they have the nerve to lie about it because of the type
Yeah.
of rockets they were using, the
Right.
Tomahawk, right?
Yeah. Yep.
And it was with him and your boy Higgs Breath, whatever his name is. They're making
Keg,
it sound like
Keg's breath.
Keg Breath.
Yeah.
Okay, Iran is going to bomb their own people, send a bomb, or they're gonna send a rocket, excuse me, to a school. Did you remember how did you remember what they said about how they said that? How they put that together? And people like say, wait a minute, hold on. So you're saying that Iran did that to themselves?
Well, it's proof that Iran didn't do it because
I know. I'm
Iran
saying, but
don't Iran don't have Patriot missiles.
they don't have it. Yeah, not
They don't
Tomahawk,
have Patriot
Tomahawk.
missiles.
Sorry. Yeah, but I'm just saying
Tomahawk.
that
Yeah.
they just for him to even say that. Well, and you had to think about it. Wait a minute. Are you saying that they destroyed a school of young women on their own school?
Right.
I don't even know how he put that together. But we keep going back and forth, back and forth. We go here, and then, but it all boils down to those Epstein files.
Right. It
And
does.
what is going to you would think there would be some kind of way that the Supreme Court could say, hey, wait a minute. It's enough of this, man. It's enough. This is enough. We gotta pull this thing back. This is getting way out of hand. This is just the guy sounds deranged. He sounds like we gotta pull this thing back. Somebody. Can somebody do that? We gotta find something. Because this is
It's
ridiculous.
it's up to the American people. It's up to the voters. Now, mind you, now they trying to do everything they can to try to uh, stop them. Well, not stop the midterm elections, but the steal the election. I'm going to call it
Yeah.
like it is. They
Yeah, with
doing
all
all
these
they
new
can to try to
rules.
steal the midterm election because
Mhm.
they know and he knows
Mhm.
that they're going to lose in the midterm. They're going to lose, and they're going to be held accountable for all that.
Mhm.
They're going to drag their butts for the Senate, for the House of Representatives. Because I think we're going to take both the House and the Senate.
Really?
And then we're going to hold those people accountable. Like Christy Nolan, even though she's not in the position anymore, drag her butt back in there, Pam Bondi and all the rest of them. And we'll get to those players in a little bit. But yeah, we can't depend on the Supreme Court. Not the Republicans, you can't. Can't depend on Mike Johnson and his weak ass.
MAGA Mike.
Okay. And we
MAGA
definitely
Mike.
can't depend on John Thune in the Senate. John Thune the ball carrier. He's dropping the ball. So it's going to be up to the American people, like-minded. It's going to be up to some of those people who are MAGA, who realize that they effed up real bad, and to start changing course. But there's a lot of damage that's done. It's already real. This is America alone. This is what he wanted. He got it. We are alone in this world. Period. Yeah. Listen, you can't even travel. You can't even go to other countries. You know. And for him to have the nerve to ask for help after he trashed the UN, called African countries shithole countries,
Yeah.
you know, and you need help, you gonna ask me for help? Man, if I close the door in your face 100
Mhm.
times, and I hope the wind from the door knock you backwards. That nerve of him. And he does it with no, we don't need the help. But then he got his hat in his hand. Can y'all help us?
Yeah, that's all of the atrocities that this administration is causing. We talked about the gas, but let's unpack also in it jobs. Jobs are drying up.
Yeah, yeah. Man, listen,
Jobs, you know.
jobs, people. Okay, so here we go again. We're not getting accurate numbers out of the White House. But the last job report, there was 193,000
Yeah.
job loss in the last job report. And,
Mhm.
the job report is a month behind. So this month of March, when we get that job report, it's probably even more than that.
Yeah.
You know, people are they haven't seen. This is just the beginning of what's to come. You got job loss, you got higher prices. You got people losing their homes, people maxing out their credit cards, people cars getting towed away. All right,
Mhm.
on a daily basis. All right, farmers are committing suicide at a higher
What?
rate because they're losing their farms. They are killing themselves, and literally killing themselves. I mean, their suicide rate is almost as high as dentists. Dentists have,
You you've
for
heard
some
that?
reason,
I
dentists.
mean,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
heard about farmers? When did you? I mean, anything
This
specific
has
or
been
what?
going on since the tariffs hit. They were
Mm.
already getting waylaid under the tariffs, and now they get crushed. They're getting crushed.
I thought they had something that was bailing them out.
Nope.
They had the really?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
they're not getting
I thought they had
bailed out. No, that's just like, did you ever get a Doge check? No,
no, I'm not even
nah.
expecting to get one
So
of those.
all that what he was saying was nothing but try to make you feel good, try to pacify for the moment. Um, it says, and I'll read this real quick: farmers in the U.S. face a severe mental health crisis, with suicide rates among agricultural workers being 3.5 times higher than the general population. It is driven by high high debt to stress, extreme weather, and isolation. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a new
These
one on
people
me.
are losing their minds, losing everything that's all they got.
But remember though, Lenny, in the back of your mind, everything that we bring up for 70% of these people, they voted for that.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
so don't make your heart as heavy as you would really. I mean, I find myself doing that. They voted for that. The heavy heart that I have is for the families and those young girls in Iran. That's the heavy heart. But these people you just brought up, I
Yeah.
guarantee you, I put $100 bill right down
Yeah.
on the table and guarantee you that all of them voted for him.
Yeah. It says the majority of suicides are occurring among white male farmers.
Who else? I mean, hey.
And I hate to be gory and graphic,
Mhm.
but it also tells how they're killing themselves. They
Mhm.
actually
What are you doing? Running up
blowing
under
their
the
brains out.
machines?
Yeah. They're
Oh,
blowing their
okay.
brains out.
Mm.
They use firearms to kill themselves.
Where'd you find that on Al Jazeera?
Oh no, this is out the this is out of farmers,
Almanac?
American farmers,
Oh,
uh, and also the USA Farm Bureau.
Millennium. Think it up.
Yeah.
I mean, we add all this extra stuff in there, not you, but just in general. We're saying this to be what politically correct, but we know that these people voted for him.
Yes, they did.
They who that almanac or the book, wherever you get, they voted for him.
Yeah.
Why are they reporting on this? Did you
Yeah.
not know this was going to happen? Project 2025 told you this was going to happen. Now you say, "Oh, I don't have any heart for. I don't have a heart right now for any Trump voter. And if you're a double Trumper, and it's even worse. And if you're a triple Trumper,
Triple
it's
Trump.
even worse. I have
Right.
no feelings for you. You're right along with us, unless you own a gas truck and you own barrels of oil. I don't care how much money you make. You're gonna be at that pump unless you got an electric vehicle. But then
Yeah.
that's gonna go up too because our the 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 plants,
It is.
you
Yeah.
know,
Power
the
plants.
plants,
Yeah.
yeah, the power plants.
Yeah.
I just be cold. I mean, we talk about, but I have no feeling for these people. Huh? And then now the ones that are riding around with the "Don't tread on me"
Yeah.
and all this, and they with the little flag and indentation of the Ford or Chevy or whatever, they hide a flag on there, but they don't put his name, Trump, on there. They're not putting his
Uh,
name, so they're hypocrites, like we talk
right.
about.
Right.
So I have no feeling for any of these people because they
Right.
brought us here, and I'm hearing more and more pundits and podcasts, well-known podcast folks, feeling and saying the exact thing I'm saying. Rick Wilson of the Lincoln Project, I'm sure you know Rick Wilson. Rick
Yep.
Wilson talked about it in depth the other day, and he just broke it down. He said, "I have no feeling for you. I don't. You
Right.
voted for this.
Yep.
Don't come here crying and talking about this. You got us in the crap we in right now. You put us here. You people put us here."
Yeah.
And then we go off, a little bit, off the main conversation and so, "Oh,
Yeah.
well, this happened." No, we're here because of them goddamn Epstein files.
Yep.
Epstein is, and I heard something today too, which I've been heard about. It was a way out podcast, kind of like everybody do, and they said Jeffrey Epstein is alive. It was two women, and I didn't listen to the rest of it, but I mean, you hear that a lot. Epstein is alive. Epstein is alive. So he's in South America. He's in Thailand. He's in here. He's in the Philippines. He's in,
Right.
I don't know. But even if
Yeah.
he isn't, this man has brought a veil of evil Uh, so I'm trying to think of something out of the Bible. What was that? The plague? He
Yeah,
just
on
dropped
the
a
plate.
he's dropped a this one human being, one man dropped a plague on this world.
Yeah,
Dropped a
yeah,
I mean, would you even ever think about something? We think back, Saddam Hussein,
right.
um,
Muammar
what's
Gaddafi.
the
Oh, yeah,
Gaddafi, what's the other guy? Oh man, I can't. We think about these terrorists, monsters, and then how does Epstein pop right up in there? You know, and he's dropped a plague on this country. I mean, I'm hearing his name in everything now, just different subjects. This is brought on by the we're doing this. It was brought on by the Epstein, Jeffrey Epstein. I mean, they could be talking about some exercise. Well, we're in this position because of the Epstein.
well,
It's
they offer college courses on the study of Epstein now. He is
where
that
is this at?
type of figure. Uh, and the history books will write about it. They've already started writing about it
I mean, yeah,
because, yeah, I mean, he wasn't a dumb guy. He was a hell of a mathematician. He knew
I've
numbers.
heard
He
some
was a genius.
I've heard some of that. I don't know about
Yeah.
genius, but I've heard he just knew how to finagle. I think he
Well,
was a finagler.
he was,
Because that's another thing. They're wondering why some of these people, these super rich people, why are they contacting Jeffrey Epstein for financial help? But now you're thinking or seeing they wasn't for financial help. They were doing horrendous, horrific things to young women.
well, let me just give you a quick synopsis of,
Go ahead.
I don't support this guy at all. He's trash. But he graduated from Lafayette High School in Brooklyn in 1969, 16
Okay.
years old. He had skipped 2 classes. He went to Cooper Union College, studied mathematical physiology at the Mathematical Science at New York University.
Okay.
But he left without graduating.
Okay.
He attended Mark Twain Junior High School. I mean, he was a different breed. Maybe he was ahead of it. I won't say ahead of his time. Maybe he was born for destruction.
Born
He
for
was put on
destruction.
this earth for destruction,
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
destroy. Yeah,
Yeah. To
because
cleanse, probably,
he
right?
has a track of tears, just like Donald Trump does.
A trail of
Following him,
tears.
yeah, trail of tears.
I've thought about that as well. What you just said, maybe he was put here to cleanse the world. You ever thought about
Yeah,
that? I mean, I know
yeah,
it's kind of far out.
yeah,
Just like I look at why did we have to get Donald Trump
yeah,
involved in the business of our nation? Maybe it was to bring out a lot of these people who are like him, so we can see them, know who they are. See the lack of humanity that that guy two houses down the street from you that you thought was a pretty cool guy,
yeah,
but yet he's got that tag and he would
yeah,
vote against you in a minute
yeah,
with no
yeah,
thought about it.
yeah,
And at the same time be voting against himself, but because I can't vote for that black woman,
right,
basically what his mind is saying, I
yeah,
can't vote for nobody black, period. You
right,
know?
yeah.
So maybe it's a cleansing.
Yeah, it's a cleansing, it's an
Jeffrey,
eye opener. Yeah,
I mean, because
yeah,
the things I'm hearing, which could be seriously true, is how he was setting up these harems and basically all over the world. I mean, we're hearing more and more and more horrific things, and then your president comes in there, sneaks right in, and if he was innocent, he'd come out and just say it.
right, right.
He kind of, oh, he's not my friend anymore. I told Jeffrey to go jump off the lake, tree, jump off the cliff because I
Yeah,
didn't like what he was doing. What was he doing, Donald? You didn't like what he was doing? What was he doing? He's such a oh man, I can't stand
Well,
him.
I like the point you made that these guys exist now
Mhm.
to expose the hypocrites that have have had a part of our lives. Not only white, but black.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. So
And you
actually
wonder how
this
does that even happen?
yeah. Yeah.
How does that black guy like my man Wajahat Ali said, how does he think that he is s how do we say it? He's ascended to whitedom. You
Yeah.
like your buddy Tim in South Carolina, and
Yeah.
your other buddy Byron McDonald. What his name? McDonald's. Byron McDonald.
McDonald, yeah.
Donald. They think
McDonald's.
they've ascended to whitedom. All these guys that you put that. I remember that post you made had like about 7, 8, 9 people. None of them work in the administration.
No,
All of them are. We don't want. I want to say they house ends. You know. Whatever. They've all, or maybe we could just call them just coons. Would that be
yeah,
better?
yeah,
They think they've ascended to whitedom. And we know people like that personally.
yeah,
You know, and we say it like that because technically and physically, because I'm not saying that, I'm not speaking ill of the good white folks out there. And I say
right,
it, and I say that with pride, the good white folks out there, because we would not have made it this far as marginalized black people or marginalized people without some good white folks. Because then it was not that many of us. We had to have some people that cared about us. So I'm not talking about our good white folks. I'm talking about the white folks that don't give a damn.
yeah. Well,
Okay.
well, what it did, and it showed it 2 things. It's showing me who people are. I've known people since elementary school,
Well, yeah, I know you
and
go through. You
it's
go
like
through it, boy. You
it's
need
like
therapy. You need some therapy. You go, man. You go. Hey, listeners, Lenny goes through it. Lenny goes through it. The I'm just telling him this like I'm revealing this like he ain't listening, but it literally hurts him to his heart, and I've seen this to
yeah,
these people that we grew up with
yeah,
to see their true colors because we didn't grow up like that. We did not grow up. Our parents, our grandparents did not teach us to hate. They weren't like, "What you do today in school? Stay away from the white folk. Stay away from the white folk."
right.
No, they didn't. No, but you wonder what their parents were telling them. And here we are, all these years later, Lenny
Yeah,
seeing
we
through
played the
the
game
through
right
the.
alongside 'em.
We,
Yeah,
we played the game. We had PE. We had school. We go over their house. We go play
yeah,
video games over their house. We do this. We do that. Racism and hate is taught.
it is.
It's you get to little white baby, little black baby, little Asian kid. They get
Yeah,
along. They be at the preschool just having fun
yeah,
on the merry-go-round, and you
yeah,
bring in these nasty parents or somebody that's had a problem, and then that
yeah,
it just it's taught.
yeah,
So when Lenny goes through that, I mean, because I can't do it. I can't. I try to
I go
see
through it with them.
this. He take it for the team daily, and
Yes,
maybe he's getting across to if he gets across to one person a year, he's doing something. I mean, you got to look at it that way, because when I took a peek on the site that he's on, which I'm not going to advertise on here because they're not paying us, the site that he's on to talk and deal with these people, I saw some people and some folks on there that I knew saying some things that I would have never thought that I would hear from them. And the things that they were saying were basically against me, anybody who looks like me, anybody who doesn't look like them, because they feel entitled. And Lenny takes it hard, but he's out there fighting.
yeah,
He fights the fight daily, but it's a hard fight. It is a hard
yeah.
fight. And do you ever reach any of these people? I mean, do you have any
No,
do you have
I
any
mean,
you have any
uh,
success stories in the last
no,
few years? You've been doing this for a while.
these people are like hard criminals. They've been institutionalized. They've
Okay.
been blinded and held captive. What do we call that? We call that the Stockholm syndrome.
Okay.
They've been held captive so long by this guy till nothing nothing that he does is wrong.
Yet
Absolutely nothing.
you still take that hammer and you try to get water out that rock. I mean,
I
you be
go at him.
beating
I
that.
try to break him down.
You
Get him
try to
shot first.
you take that dry rock and you
Yeah,
still say, "I'm gonna get some water out of this rock. I'm gonna get
yeah.
some more." I don't know how you
Can
do
these
it.
dry bones live?
I don't know how you do it. It to and I saw a couple of people that and it was like, man, I can't believe that they're talking like this. But yet, hey, I got to go get ready for that football game this weekend
Yes.
because so and so is playing. Who playing?
Yeah. Yeah.
A bunch of them people that you don't really care for, but you'll sit down in front of the TV and watch them bang heads
Right.
and knock each other over and run
Yep.
the ball,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
you won't vote for one of those people that can help you because of the color of his skin.
Right.
I mean, you feel like they're taking stuff away from you. You feel like, I mean, you got the best jobs, you got the best neighborhoods. I mean, I'm just saying, you're the majority. You know, you come out of high school. We trying to go to college, trying to go to
Right.
trade school.
Uh-huh.
You come out, you come right out of high school. You go to the best jobs.
Yeah.
Who's taking something away from you?
Right.
You got who Lenny take something away from you? I mean, who else? I mean, send those people back. Send them back.
Send them back.
Send them back.
Send-
They just taking our jobs. They just they taking our job, picking the vegetables, the blueberries, the strawberries. They won't let us get out there in that field and 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 pick that fruit. But yet you
Yeah.
send them away. You don't go out there. The fruit going bad in the field.
Yeah.
But they taking your job.
Yeah.
And you got all fired up because of this one ignorant, illiterate, rich boy
Right.
who never worked a day in his life, who told you what he's going to do for you, and you're not thinking he hates you. He don't care nothing about you. He don't care nothing
No.
about you.
No. You don't.
You down there in that trailer down there. But yet you got his name plastered on the back of your truck. You're watching that. I'm not going to say it. That news. It looks like that. It looks like a cat and a wolf. You're
Right.
watching wolf. You're watching that wolf news every day.
Yeah.
And you're watching it so hard. You vote the lady out who said she was going to help you no matter what party. You could have been with the Martian Party.
Yeah.
He said, I'm going to help you. I don't care what party. You're American. I'm not going to put you aside just because we got a different, because you got an R by your name and I got a D by my name. No, I'm going to help all of you. Now you didn't vote for it. Now you're going to lose your Medicare.
Yep.
Your
Healthcare.
food, the healthcare, your food going sky high, gas going sky high. I mean, you go to the gas pump now, and like Lynn said earlier, that green, that diesel, what you need to be looking at, but
Right.
the price. But see, some people don't understand that. Some people don't understand that if they don't know truckers and know anything about trucking
Right.
and logistics, that everything you get comes here by way of a truck. Even if it
Yep.
comes by a train, it's got to come off of that train
Yeah.
and get on that truck. If it comes by an airplane, a jet, it's got to get on that truck.
Right.
You don't see a jet pull up to the back of the dollar market, do you? No.
You sure
A truck got to bring that, right? You don't see
Yeah.
you don't see a jet landing. You don't see you ever seen a railroad track behind pull right up to the dollar? No.
You
A
don't
truck
see
brings that here.
a container ship either.
You don't see a container ship. You don't see none of that. But
Yeah.
that diesel is going up and up and up and up. and we need something coming from California, from Texas, man, it's gonna run you. You think it costs now? It ain't. It might not even get here.
Yeah.
So that diesel that goes in that truck that brings us all of these things, that's going up
Yeah.
high. But then still, you got to look. Oh man, now I'm unleaded. So, oh man, that's going up. The gas went up what 80 cents in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, I got gas 2 weeks ago, literally $2.99. $2.99. This morning or Monday, I paid $3.69. 2 weeks
Right.
later.
And that's at the
That is outrageous.
yeah. If you
And I
go
get
to like yeah.
what? Go ahead. What you say?
No, I was gonna say if you go to some of these big box places like BJ's and Super Walmart, um, the lines out the door.
Yeah, I
I
kind of
mean,
trying to stay away from that place because I don't trust their gas. I don't trust. I ain't gonna say the name, but I like the gas that's got the Techron, got the fuel clean in it. You know, and I can see now. And I'm just saying, I've heard some stories about which the big box stores you just said just now.
yeah,
I've heard of people talking about messing with the gas, tainting, putting something in the
yeah,
gas. I mean, it ain't hard to do.
yeah,
So I've and all of these things to retaliate against this person that they call a president.
yeah.
And you know what? You know, I don't know. I just shake my head, man. This is just we should not be going through any of this. It's
Right.
just, I mean, I got to get back into therapy, man. This is ridiculous. It just,
Well, we'll go back to
you
what I
know,
said earlier. Racism is what expensive.
expensive.
It is.
Yes. I think we ought to get some shirts made. We can sell some shirts on the podcast. Racism is expensive.
What I'm
Because
gonna I'm gonna go ahead and get a
that sums it up.
yeah I'm
That's
gonna get a bumper sticker. You know how they got theirs? Don't tread on me. I'm gonna have mine.
Oh, okay.
Let's square right now.
Or you can just see if you can get one of the Congress folk that's good to see. Maybe you can get a tag made, like the "Don't Tread
Yeah,
on Me" tag. I
yeah.
mean, why wouldn't they give it to you?
Why not? Yeah, you're right.
You know, you could put it on your site that you use to as a background that you use to when you go at it with these people every day, and that'd be one of the first things they see. You got to use it as your background.
Yeah,
You got to look into
I'm
that.
really thinking about I'm thinking about I'm going to
Is
do it.
expensive.
It's special. Yeah,
Racism is expensive. Yeah,
yeah.
in so many ways. It is expensive.
Hey,
I mean, you got people now talking about some, you know what? I don't think I need to go. I want to go to the store. You know what? On the weekend, I think I'm just hanging.
yeah,
You're really thinking, do I need to get over? I heard the guy telling me today, he's like, me and the wife was going to take a trip. And we started coming up with excuses.
yeah,
We went on the trip anyway.
yeah,
I heard the last 2 weeks as a whole, the nation as a whole has paid $300 extra million for gas.
yeah,
Have you heard that? The
yeah,
last 2 weeks,
yeah,
where we would normally not, but in the last 2 weeks, we've spent an extra 300 million on gas.
yeah. I can believe it. You know why?
At the same time, spending $1 billion a day on this war and this mess that Trump started. So
Well,
what
I'm gonna
were you
tell you
going to
this
say?
here. To your point about the billions of dollars, uh, Delta Airlines put out that they spent $400 million extra in fuel. That's just in fuel. That's from one airline. Cause
Uh,
you know what I mean? That ticket prices are going up.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, because ain't gonna be nobody. Okay, because first you ain't gonna have no gas to get to the airport.
right.
They're not gonna see you at the airport, and then when they get ready to take off, ain't gonna be nobody. What are they gonna do?
Yeah,
But go up.
yeah.
Prices going up.
I
I
mean,
mean,
you don't want to get on.
and
You
what
don't.
about the cruise industry? What about the cruise industry? Tell me something about that.
And listen,
Lynn, tell me, how much fuel does a larger ship? How many gas trucks have to pull up there to fuel and you would know this, of one of your larger cruise lines?
Well, it depends on the like I said, the size of the ship.
Okay.
So one of the biggest ship, one of the biggest ones, like Icon, uh,
A Disney ship.
one of
Well, I mean, say a Disney that we know.
yeah, um, you're looking at about man,
How many trucks?
you could have about 10 fuel trucks come in.
No. Are you
Yeah,
serious?
yep,
Because I saw a
yep,
special one time and showed like 3 trucks fueling I know they didn't show all the trucks, but I had a feeling you were gonna say something like that.
yeah.
10
It all depends on
fuel
how much fuel they burn.
tankers, 10 tankers to fuel up that ship, which every time that ship goes out, it's fueling up, right, before it goes out.
Yeah, for a large cruise ship, you're talking about between 80,000 and $150,000 per day in fuel, and I mean, it depends on the fuel prices, the size of the ship. These big ships use 150 to 250 tons of fuel daily.
Yes. Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. And who's going to, pay that bill?
Oh, whoever going on the cruise, consumer paying that.
Consumers are going
Yeah,
to pay that bill,
passengers.
courtesy of, that guy you call the president of the United States,
Yeah,
right?
courtesy of the guy that cosplaying as president.
Cosplaying the yeah,
Yeah,
courtesy. So now the people who buy their tickets a long time in advance, are their rates locked in?
they are locked in.
So there's nothing that could change that.
Right. But what
Okay.
would happen is that your unless everything else on the ship would be more expensive.
I forgot about that. You gotta have
Yeah.
something to eat, right?
Well, food is free, but if you drink,
No, I'm talking about the
you
food. The boat has got to have food on it. So
yeah, they got yeah.
it,
That's even
that,
higher.
ain't
That's
nobody
even
bringing
cost
food
more.
to the ship for free. Ain't nobody bringing
Man, we
food to
get
it.
you get 20 trucks a day. When I talk about food, alcohol, new seats, new sheets, new mattresses, all that,
What would
all
you
that.
what would you estimate? What would you estimate from having seen this? What would you estimate the daily figure of every item that you just named, from fuel to food to sheets, cleaning, washing?
Man,
What would you estimate the daily expense of a large ship?
wow, I put that at $1 million,
At least a million.
and that's including fuel.
Okay. A million a day.
Yeah, and that's including
Right
fuel.
now, before. So what we're experiencing about things about to get high, what do you think that number could go up to?
Million
Just
and a
out the
half, maybe
ballpark.
2 millions.
The
Million
next
and a
2 weeks.
half, maybe 2 million. Yeah, yeah.
Did you say a
And
billion?
no, a million and a
A
half
million.
to
Oh,
two
okay.
million. Yeah, I
So
mean,
you're looking at a $1 million jump every couple of weeks, you think? Just
yeah,
round figure.
because it takes trucks. Trucks have to bring the groceries up to the ship, get loaded on there,
And what
just
about
like the
those
fuel
trucks
tankers.
that are bringing the
Yeah,
food there? They got to
they're
get
gonna ch- they're gonna charge
they got
cruise line high
they gonna
rates.
charge. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
in turn, the cruise line gonna charge you and I high rates.
Right, right,
Yeah,
right. And so now you transfer that over to, say, the air travel. Um, Ticket prices are going to jump.
yeah,
Longer lines. TSA is not getting paid right now, right?
right.
Um, I heard that now you could have as long as a minimum like of 6 to 8 hour wait in some airports to get through TSA. They're suggesting you get to the airport 12 to 14 hours before your flight takes off.
Yeah.
Okay, is it to to I guess salvage everything? Can we do train travel? Are we any better?
No. Yeah. No. listen.
Come on, I thought you
uh,
want to give me a
uh,
cut me some slack, man, a little
no,
bit. Cut me some
a matter of
train, at
fact,
least.
it's even worse
Hey,
with a
hey, listen,
train.
listen. It's a rail that the train rides on, right? It's a rail. You can't cut me some slack?
No, you can't.
Oh, it takes fuel for that train.
That's right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Matter of
Oh,
fact,
man.
it's even worse
Oh, man. So we
because
have
those diesel
no.
engines. Because you got to say it now, with a train, they
Yeah.
running about 3 or 4 locomotives at one time.
Yeah. Oh, you talking about a freight train. I'm talking about
Yeah.
travel, like the Amtrak
Oh,
Silver.
Amtrak. Yes. Yeah,
So
that's cost. Yeah.
we still looking at, because I was looking at doing a Midwest train ride. We are looking at doing that in the spring. Go all the way up. I think up to like catch it in Tampa, go up to Michigan. Fly down to Florida. And catch it. And then what I'm saying.
Right.
I was looking at doing, but now you've discouraged me. Telling me about all the engines that the telling me about the engines and all the you discouraged me with that.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
That's
I tell you, racism is expensive.
yes. It is.
Racism is expensive. Wow. Yeah, I tell you what, Lady, what we're gonna do is I think we should go ahead and take a break right here.
Okay. Great.
And we'll be back with more of the soul of Generation X. Welcome back. The soul of Generation X. Joined here with my co-host Lenny. We appreciate all of our listeners and all the support as we try to keep this thing moving and take it higher and higher and ascend properly. Ascend, that's the word, ascend. I want to get back with Lenny. Lenny had some a special topic he wanted to unpack this evening.
Well, yeah,
And,
I just want to make people aware real quick of the people who are making these decisions. I want, people may not know who these people are, may not have seen them, but I want you to remember the names of the people who are behind the scenes making these decisions, that are pulling the strings, who are getting Donald Trump, putting it all in there, his head. So,
okay, all right.
his cabinet, some of his illustrious cabinet guys, men and women.
Okay.
So you got Marco Rubio, who's the Secretary of State.
Oh boy.
You got Pete Hegseth, who's the Defense Secretary.
Okay.
Awful. You have Attorney General Pam Bondi.
Sham Bondi.
You also have Doug Burgum. He's the Department of Interior. You have a Health and Human Service Director, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who doesn't have a degree at all in anything. He's not a doctor or whatever, but he's going to tell you what you can and cannot put in your body.
I believe he's an attorney, though, right? Any attorney? Or did he? I believe he is an attorney. I don't know if he's passed or lately done any bar work where he can actually practice, but I'm just saying. I just wanted to I believe he is an attorney.
Right.
I just want
now, most people don't pay attention to this, but I pay close attention to this. It's always good to know who's over the Food and Drug Administration, because they're going to determine what's going in your food, or is your food getting inspected?
Right.
All kinds of stuff. So it's very important that we have someone that's qualified to be in that position. His name is Marty Makary. And he is a medical doctor at Johns Hopkins. So I feel kind of okay with him.
Okay.
Veterans Affairs, you got Doug Collins. He's another loser. Homeland Security, the former Homeland Security chairperson, director, Christy Noel. She's out of there. She's no longer there. Transportation Secretary. This is another one important one. We just got done talking about transportation.
Yeah,
Sean
sure did.
Duffy. Sean
Okay,
Duffy.
I heard, I
He's
know.
over
Yep.
the airways, the railways, the trucking industry. Uh, he operates with a $110 billion budget. 110
Mm,
billion.
mm.
Energy Secretary. That's another important one. Chris Wright,
Okay.
oil and
Okay.
gas industry. Yeah. Uh, you got Commerce Secretary, which is big. This is everybody should know who the Commerce Secretary is because this is the guy who is partly responsible for the tariffs and the higher prices. And his name is Howard Lion Ass Lutnick. So you got
What
an
you call me?
education
Did you did you
secretary,
did you call him Nutlick or Lutlick?
Lutnick.
Okay.
Really, I
I
want
just
to
make
say
sure
something else.
I just make sure you pronounce that that you weren't trying to. No, I'm just
Okay, I'm
messing
about
with
to tell you what I really call him. He's a billionaire.
you. He's a liar too, isn't he?
Yeah.
Okay.
So education secretary, a former Rasmus CEO, Linda McMahon.
Hmm.
She wants to do away
Well,
with the
we know
Department
her.
of Education. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The guy who's over the money for the country, another billionaire, Scott Bessent. Yeah, he is an America First agenda head. He loves America First.
Yeah.
Lois Chavez, she's the labor secretary. He got a brother here, so with Scott Turner. They stick him all the way to the end.
Oh, okay.
The same
I
job they
want.
gave
I wonder
Ben
why.
Carson, they gave it to
Oh,
Scott Turner, housing
oh,
secretary.
you got Ben's job.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now I don't know. Now see, he played in the NFL.
Oh,
I don't
that's
know
what
who
you
he
got to
played
do.
for, but he's over the HUD, department. Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins. Then you got Elon Musk. He's over Doge. He's a Doge guy.
Doge.
uh,
I, I, I,
and you can find this. Just look it up. Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, uh, Border Gazar Tom Holman, Ambassador to Israel Mike Huckabee,
hmm.
envoy to Ukraine and Russia Keith Kellogg's, or and Herschel Walker. He's the ambassador to the Bahamas for some reason. He's he's living. Hey, I was looking at it today. I said, why is this idiot living a good luxurious lifestyle, him and his wife, over in the Bahamas on my money?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You talked
Why?
about that one time. I remember.
Yeah.
Well, what did your president say? I like the blacks. The blacks like me. Right.
One other guy. I don't
The
want
blacks
anybody
like.
to forget his name. Stephen Miller.
That's the name we try to forget.
Yeah.
That is the demon of all demons.
That's
The
just, just
demon.
letting people know these are people who he has surrounded himself with. Go look them up.
That is
Look at the
that
roles.
is that is very very. I like that. Very. It's eye opening. Like they said, go look these people up.
Yeah, that's a motley
Look
crew.
and see who you have running, quote unquote, the government you live under. I didn't
You
hear. I'll be honest, our listeners. I didn't hear a good name at all. Lenny said I did not hear a good humane humanity filled name
know,
in all the names he called, even
yeah,
down to Herschel Walker. And we
yeah.
used to love Herschel Walker when he was running that ball.
I skipped school in high school. Go to a signing. He was doing a book signing in my
Yes,
hometown.
I
I
remember
skipped
that.
school to go get a picture and a signature.
I remember that.
Herschel Walker.
I remember
Herschel
that.
Walker.
Yeah.
Boy, I
And
tell
now
you.
he looks like a buffoon.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
man has made a buffoon out of him. He's allowed. I mean, maybe he's, you
Hey,
know, he's, I don't know. He's
Herschel
maybe
Walker living a good life right now. Herschel Walker living downtown Bahamas,
through
Nassau,
our money, through our money.
and he got
He's an
access to luxury cars.
he's an opportunist.
You know how much he make in a year? He making over $287,000 a year.
Okay, he's an opportunist. Okay,
Yeah,
that's what it is.
yeah,
He's willing to Georgia boy. He's willing to disgrace his people in general, to work for a crook.
yeah, yeah,
Um, I can't say much more about Herschel on that. I'm disappointed. I'm shocked. But the other names Lenny brought up, that name Howard Lutnick, they caught him in a
Lu-
live like 2 or 3 weeks
yeah,
ago, right?
yeah,
I told my wife, we won't be going over to Jeffrey's house anymore. Jeffrey was like
yeah,
10 steps down. He was like the house right next door. But then I think people said he didn't tell people that he buy
yeah,
Epstein's house?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He's a liar.
So, he's just how did they used to say it back on in the '70s, Stevie? He's a bold-faced liar.
Both he lie. Yeah,
Um, I guess people don't think we hear these things. They just can tell us anything. That was a cast of characters you name. It reminds me of a Batman movie from back in the '70s. They all could have been
yeah,
like the Riddler. I
yeah,
mean, literally, it's not like you were like an old Bruce Wayne Batman movie.
yeah.
Hmm.
I'm mad. I'm disappointed. I'm not disappointed. I'm mad because I want to be the ambassador to Bahamas. Why the hell Herschel Walker? He don't know nothing about
Well,
behaving in the hills.
exactly.
Yeah,
He's brown skin on it. He
my
got the
father's
brown
Bahamian,
skin.
so at least I should be able to be ambassador.
Why don't you email Herschel and see, does he have any kinfolk from over there? Is he just cooning?
He just
Is he
cooling
just
all his
cooning?
people from Cairo, Georgia. He got them
Cairo.
people over there.
Cairo County, the SERP.
Yep,
He just
that's what he's
cooning.
from.
An
Yeah,
opportunist who's cooning. I mean, I think that's the word we need, along with your racism is expensive. We can do another shirt called Just Cooning.
just cooning.
I mean,
Just
cooning.
cooning.
Coonin. Just cooning. Yeah, coon. Wow, that is very
Yeah,
insightful. Very insightful. And I mean, a motley, as you put, a motley crew cast of characters.
yeah,
That was not it was not a pleasurable, joyful list that you read to us.
yeah.
As a matter of
You
fact,
know, you should, you go with videography and everything. You should put on that whole cast of characters walking with fire behind them, and you can play the song "Highway to Hell." Highway to Hell. We don't own the rights to that now. But
well, we only sang like 3 or 4 lyrics, so we okay. I think we good.
okay. I think that would be a good beat to put out there. His
Yeah,
assembly of characters.
they have to pay him already. Sham Bundy.
Oh, yeah, oh yeah,
Sham Bondi. She put on a show a few weeks ago, didn't she? I mean, she put on an incredible piece of work
yeah,
that she put on.
yeah,
I just tell you, I gotta tell you, it just, we just got a little bit more time here, but the people that have us in this mess are the people who voted for Donald Trump. They voted, as I said earlier, they did not vote for issues that could help them, their people, their family. They voted for whiteness.
yes,
They voted for whiteness.
he did.
You know, and I'm just going to break it down just to the just primarily basic simpleness. You know, most of the marginalized people, which includes our folks, we didn't ask to come over here.
Right,
We didn't ask to be here.
right.
we were stuck down in the gut of a ships, and sent over here to build what was to become the United States of America. We built this place. What could we do, or could our folks do to that would make you hate us so much? I mean, I don't, this is something that is never I've never gotten over. And I say this because, like I said, at all our cast and a crew of folks that we grew up with, we didn't hate. We weren't haters.
Yep.
And to just I could see if we were haters. You know,
Right.
hey, I'm a bit on the level. We know I know some of our folks, they reverse, they racist too. They can't stand
Right.
people, but you can't say that it didn't come by hard times and racism put against them. But we weren't like that.
Right.
I mean, we're a minority, we know the majority. We just didn't, we weren't haters like that. And to have somebody to know, like these people you deal with, to find out that, wow, you hate, if you don't like this, that means you don't like, you're not about me. You voted for something because somebody said, "Oh, they're taking your jobs. They're taking this away from you." And it makes no sense.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
Um, but so that takes us to what we have here now. We have a buffoon in the office of the president doing things like a teenager, got us
Correct.
billions and billions and billions of dollars in debt. And damn it, I mean, we're spending $1 billion a day on a war that shouldn't happen because he's trying to keep us from talking about the Epstein files. Every time he moves, they say every time he moves his mouth, he lying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every time. I don't understand. I get angry when I think about it. I just know that we got to make some changes.
Yes.
And but we got to get through all these hardships that are coming up.
We do. We do.
Then as we say, go ahead.
No, I was just want to say these cast of characters that I named out, they're the reason that your prices are higher. That's the reason you're paying more at the pump. You're paying more at the grocery stores. You're gonna be paying more for daycare. You'll be paying more for aftercare, home care. You'll be paying more to even get your tires inflated. When you got to take your car to the mechanic shop, you'll be paying more money. Everything is going up, up, up. So let's buckle up because it's gonna be a bumpy ride, folks.
Yeah, it's then I was going to ask you to give us an update as we talked about, I think before, on survival tactics and techniques to get through this terrible time that we've started that looks like it's going to get worse. Being a survival fanatic, or as we would say that you are, a
A prepper.
specialist prepper.
Yes.
Can you give our audience some tips on what they should be trying to store up, get, do?
I would tell anybody to store also. I always say water, which is good. That's the first thing you don't run out of. Non-perishable goods, like order for the Patriots where you get like MREs, whatever, canned goods, tuna fish, Vienna sausages, spam, whatever. But I would also say medication, over-the-counter medication, for outside, alcohol, cotton swabs, uh, uh, we used to call it Digel, but Tums, uh, batteries, of course, propane tanks, gasoline, because gas. This is what I believe. I believe we're going to get to a point where they're going to start rationing out gas. And when I say that, certain days of the week, you go get gas with your last name. If it's K through M, yeah, that day. And the same thing with food. I would stock up on paper products, paper towels, toilet paper, uh, soap, hand sanitizer. Once again, because they're going to limit the amount that you can buy. Because if the trucks aren't rolling and the stores shelves are getting bare, they got to start rationing it out. So I would go ahead and stock up right now, not tomorrow, not later, not don't wait till the it's all gone. And there's a rush whenever you go to the store. There's one roll of the hardest toilet paper you can find left on the shelf. Do it now, like tomorrow or tonight. Uh, I plan on myself going out tomorrow and stocking up on more paper products. And I have, and also bullets. Get you some
Yeah.
bullets.
Yep. Ammo. Yeah.
Get you some bullets.
Ammo.
Yeah, get you some ammo. So yeah, that's what you're gonna need. That's what you're gonna need. You're gonna have to have it because the dollar is gonna lose its value, and you need to get it before it loses value. Because let me tell you, they ain't playing over there. They is not playing with you. They serious. They willing to die for what they believe in. And then you bomb those people during the month of Ramadan. During the month of Ramadan. That's like attacking Santa Claus on Christmas Eve to bring it, for people don't understand.
Yeah.
Just like Christmas is sacred to so many people, Ramadan is sacred to them. And then that's like attacking somebody, but when they behind their back, they weren't even looking. You just stole them. Remember that when you
Yep.
say, he stole that joke, stole it from behind. So yeah, you attack them people during Ramadan. Like I said, that's like attacking Santa Claus, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. You know what I'm saying? That's just that coward move by a coward cosplay president. So folks, please take heed. Please listen. We've been sounding alarm on this for months, weeks, days. It's important that you take heed to it. Because you don't want to get caught slipping. Because if you got to get ready, then you're already behind 8 ball. We got to say it on my job. If we start at 7:00, you get there at 7:00, you're late. If you're on time, you're late.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if you haven't stocked up or hadn't got it in your mind that you're going to get stocked up within the next day or two, you're too late. And that's it, bro. That's it in a nutshell.
Wow.
Oh,
Well,
go out and buy you some popcorn and some liquor so you can sit back and watch.
what are we going to be watching?
Watching everybody go by scrambling while you sitting good, eating popcorn, watching the chaos unfold while you sit there
Yeah.
with a shot of liquor, eating popcorn and your shotgun in your hand ready.
Wow.
And like the girl, like the black lady said, I told you so. That's it. That's
Well,
all
I
I
tell
got.
you. Well, anyway, that's we appreciate that. There's two hard hitting subjects you hit us with. Those the names of people that we should know, and that pseudo cabinet piece of cabinet that we have to and also our techniques of survival.
Right.
I would say, that we need to get to our listeners. They are doing all they can, and I say they. When I say they, you know what I mean. To try and get rid of our vote. They are trying to come up with all kind of, just a bunch of mess to stomp out our vote. So we
Yep.
need to make sure our names and addresses are correct. whatever we got to do, because we got to stomp this. I don't want to even say administration. We got to stomp them out. It's like pests. We got to stomp them out, and we need for
Oh, yeah.
everybody to make sure everything is all your stuff is correct, and whatever other way we can help you. Um, we can go from there because we've got to. We're going to take the midterms. We're going to take it. They're
Right.
scared, and but we're going to do it. We have to.
Yeah.
We have to. We have to do it. So, Lenny, I want to thank you once again for
My pleasure.
that list that you gave us there, and we are going to get that. I want to get that out of the way real quick.
That's right.
Lenny.
Yes.
Thank you once again
Hey.
for your input, and need to stay strong out there
Yes.
fighting the evil of hate.
Right. Oh, no doubt. Yeah.
That's basically
We
what
have
you're
to.
fighting. You're fighting
We have
that
to.
every day. You are staying strong and fighting hate. And to our folks out there, our listeners, we thank you all once again for tuning in. We appreciate your support. Any shout outs, Liddy?
Listen, I want to extend a shout out to our friends in the Philippines,
Okay.
our friends up in the Carolinas,
All right.
and also our friends as my beloved daughter, I love so much, out in San Francisco.
Wow. Oh, wow. She's listening to us. Hey,
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
All righty.
She loves the
Home
show.
girl. Home girl. She's a hardcore activist herself.
yes.
I know that. So I know
Yes.
she's on the line. She's battling, taking up the dad. So we
Yeah.
appreciate you. We appreciate you. We know we don't pull names out on him. So she knows. I know. We know.
That's right. We know.
We know your daughter. We know you. We know you. Stay strong out there. You stay strong out there. We appreciate you listening too.
Yes.
And I want to thank y'all once again for tuning in to the Soul of Generation X, and look for all the new episodes coming up in season 2. And we just beyond thank. We just thank you for the support. And then, as we always say, join us next time on
The Soul of Generation X.
Thank you.
God bless.
Take care. All right.
And salute to our troops.
Yes.